Um, right, our next talk is Video Active in Angus, Shona, Burge. Your time starts now.
Hello, my name is Shona and I'm from Angus Health and Social Care Partnership, and I'm here to talk about Video Active. So what is Video Active? Video Active is a programme of seated physical activity which is beamed from sports centres across Angus into care homes across Angus via VC facilities. Why would we want to do this? Well, we know that the Scottish Government 2020 vision wants us to enable people to stay at home for longer, live longer, happier lives, or be in a homely setting. And we know that physical activity can help this. We also believe that it's a cost-effective way to use resources because the coaches are only delivering one class effectively, and people are taking part in the care homes in the same class. And there are some other benefits, but we'll come to that later on. So how did we do this? I would hopefully take you through that very briefly. This is kind of where our journey started. At the very beginning, our IT people were my new best pals. Johnny, our council IT guy, was one of the most valuable contacts and drew this diagram. Our own e-health colleagues and the national support team were also great help here. Now, Johnny produced this and explained this as the Jabber architecture, mostly for me, so I could understand where we wanted to be. And that was broadcasting from sports centres to care homes outside of the NHS infrastructure, but still within the security of the NHS infrastructure. So we had a little bit of a wait for that infrastructure to be ready for us, if some of you may already know. But that didn't matter, because at the same time we had a little bit of a wait from BT as well to install the dedicated or dirty lines, as we called them, to the sports centres to enable us to do this. But while that was happening, of course, we were doing all the planning and making contacts in the background. Now, the planning looked great on paper. We had all our ducks lined up, but obviously in real life there was a lot of juggling with the practicalities. The most important thing was the cubby time in the care home. It was a really important part of the routine of the day, and we did have to work around that, and that wasn't something we'd thought about. Things like the language between operational workers just working with care homes and the IT language, so something Johnny would describe as being all singing, all dancing, and I'd think, great, we can just plug in the machine and we can go, and he was like, no, but we still need to put the cables in. So our perceptions of all singing, all dancing were a wee bit different. Then with the coach availability to work around and timetables to work around, and there was this new aspect of cuppy time to work around as well. So for a while the balls were kind of all up in the air, but thankfully they all fell down at the one time and we went live in October. So since their launch, we have developed our network outside the box as we hoped. We have Sports Centre in Kirriemuir broadcasting to St David's Care Home in Forfar. With the Saltire Sports Centre in Arbroath broadcasting to Kirrie Hub in Kirriemuir, and Montrose Sports Centre in Montrose broadcasting to South Grange Care Home in Montefieth, who are incidentally trialling with case conferences for some of their other residents while the equipment's there. And just to show how fluid the project is, we are no longer doing that connection. We're now looking at the Forfar campus, who have their sports centre integrated in there, broadcasting out to some of the other care homes, and the Glade will hopefully be our second care home that will link to the sports centre. So we're kind of taking a very stepped approach to it. We did try to jump in there with Jabber Guest very quickly and found that it kind of threw things out. So we thought, right, we'll just take one step at a time and make sure each step works kind of smoothly. The ultimate aim is to have a programme, our Angus Alive programme, where people can just choose where they'd like to, what part of the timetable they'd like to join in with, very much like how they'd want to go down to the sports centre. And we'll hope to do that eventually with people in their individual homes through Jabber Guest as well. And I'll just leave you, before I wave goodbye to you, I'll leave you with a comment from the manager at St David's, who I said at the beginning, I thought there were other benefits and other outcomes. And when I said to the manager it was good that the residents would have a window to the outside world and that connection sort of with the outside world, if that was a bit difficult otherwise, and he said yes, but also there's a window into the care home and people can see that within the care homes we can and do have fun. And if you follow the link that's up there, you can see just that happening once the slides are made available to you.